Hey, thanks for tuning in and watching another one of my videos in this mini series, which nutritional strategy is best for you? Today we're going to look at intermittent fasting. So for you that aren't aware, intermittent fasting is where you will spend prolonged periods of the day without eating. So people might not eat until lunch, or they might not eat after lunch, or they might not eat in the middle of the day. So you go for a prolonged period of time without eating with the objective of losing weight. So there are some health benefits to intermittent fasting, but today we're going to focus on weight loss and intermittent fasting used for weight loss. So I'm going to start with an example of my day, how I currently eat, and then I'm going to give you an example of intermittent fasting and how it affects weight loss. So my day, I wake up at 4, I have my first meal, which is about 500 calories. Second meal, roughly 500 calories. Third meal, all right, you get the picture now. So let's say 6 meals, 500 calories each, equals 3,000 total calories for the day. I actually eat 5 meals and it's 3,200, but just for the purpose of the lecture, we're going to use this example. If I have 6 meals, 500 calories each, my daily total intake is 3,000 calories. Now, if I was to apply intermittent fasting and I didn't eat till lunch, my day might look like this. $1,000, $1,000. So I haven't eaten until lunch, but I've eaten 2 bigger meals. And guess what my daily total is? Yeah, you got it. It's still 3,000 calories. What time you eat your meal, what time you have your nutrient intake has zero significance on your weight management. Your body mass does not change in terms of what time you consume your nutrients. 3,000 calories is still 3,000 calories regardless what time of the day you consume them. Everything that you eat and everything that you expend equals out over a 24-hour period. So if you think by not eating until lunch or not eating after lunch or applying intermittent fasting because nutrient timing affects your weight, or you're going to create more fat loss in the morning because you aren't eating, it's incorrect. You're still going to end up with the same net balance depending on how many total calories you consume for the day. So the total calories is the only determining factor on total body weight. Nutrient timing is completely insignificant of weight management. Nutrient timing becomes slightly more important when you're an advanced athlete. We want to make sure we're getting carbohydrates into the body in and around training, and this is going to affect body composition more. This is going to affect how much muscle you have and how much fat you have due to the glucose uptake rate. But for a general weight loss client, it's not important, it's not significant, and it's certainly 100% not going to affect your total body weight. So I actually tried intermittent fasting once. I didn't eat for 5 hours. It was probably the worst 5 hours of my day, of my life. So I don't know why anybody would want to apply this strategy for a whole day. If you're trying to achieve weight loss, it doesn't matter what time you eat your food. What matters is the total calories that you consume. So here's 3 brilliantly drawn diagrams, and these are scales. So just think of a set of scales. If we have 3,000 units on one side, 3,000 units on the other side, everything remains equal. Regardless of what time you put them in, at the end of the day, they're always going to balance. If we had more weight on one side or the other, if you ate more or you trained more or expelled more energy, then the scales become out of weight, and this is how we achieve a shift in body mass. So if you burn more than you eat, you're going to lose weight. If you consume more than you do, you're going to gain weight. And that's the simple laws of thermodynamics. Time and nutrient timing does not affect thermodynamics. Total energy affects them. So, okay, people are thinking, right, if I don't eat breakfast, it simply means I'm not going to eat as much. I'm just going to have 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, which equals 2,500, right? Which is 100% correct. But then why would you choose that? If you know that information, why would you choose to then not eat for a set period? Why would you choose to miss a meal? Because it helps you control your calories, yes. But there are so many other strategies that we can apply to help you achieve weight loss without starving you for a period of time. So why don't we just share 2,500 equally over your meals rather than going through periods of not eating? This makes it a lot easier, it creates better habits and a better relationship with food. For people that are overweight and do struggle to manage their own portion size, telling them not to eat for a prolonged period of time can be detrimental. What we want to do is focus on abundance, focus on the foods that we can eat more of. Eat more vegetables, eat a protein source with every meal, make sure you have a carb source with every meal, make sure you have some fats with every meal. This creates better habits and better relationships with food, because what we find is people that are overweight and do struggle with portion size, they also struggle with binge starvation cycles, where they try to starve themselves to achieve weight loss. They get hungry and then they can't control their portion size and then they binge out. Intermittent fasting is then contributing towards that for that kind of clientele. So is it a good strategy for general weight loss? No. Is it a good strategy for an athlete? No, because we want to make sure that we're always in the leucine threshold, breaking the leucine threshold, so we're always in mTOR and we're stimulating muscle protein synthesis. We're always able to grow muscle. So for athletes, no. For overweight clients, no. For people trying to manage weight, it does work if you apply total calories, but there are different strategies that will give you a better result. Just share your calories out over this more meals rather than going through periods of not eating. Consistency as well. Is it something you can do long term? Can you just not eat until lunch long term? Is that healthy for you? How is your energy for the first half of the day if you haven't got any nutrients or calories in your body to perform on? How does that affect your performance? And stress as well. For a lot of people in the Western world, we've spoken about this before, most people are in an elevated state of stress, whether they believe it or not. They are in a state of elevated stress. So not eating for a prolonged period of time, we are just putting more stress onto the human physiology. And again, that's not a negative, that's not a positive thing. We want to adopt strategies and systems that contribute towards long-term health, long-term success, and a healthy body. And not eating for a prolonged period of time, this isn't what human physiology is designed to do, and it certainly doesn't help with long-term success and contribute towards good relationships, habits and routines, which is, at the end of the day, that is going to win the battle for most clients. And the last one is, intermittent fasting relies on willpower and determination, because when you wake up and you're not planning on eating until lunch, or you're not planning on eating after lunch, there has to be an element of willpower and determination, because you're going to get hungry. And at the end of the day, we all know that willpower and determination don't last forever. Habits and routines are what last forever, so it's not going to produce long-term results. So there you go, guys. There's some facts that are really going to help you choose and design a nutritional strategy that suits you best. If you do have any questions, then just feel free to get in touch. My link is below. You can get straight into my booking link, jump on a call, and we can help strategize your own nutritional strategy to suit you personally. I hope you enjoyed that today. I hope it's helped you, and I hope that I don't have too many more people ringing me up and saying, yep, I'm struggling with weight loss. What I'm doing at the moment is I just don't eat all day Saturday. I really don't want to hear people saying that. That's stupid. That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life. Get a nutritional strategy that works, you enjoy, and you can do it long term. Not eating for 24 hours on a Saturday certainly is not that. Peace out.